the long-awaited Halo series has arrived on Paramount+, bringing one of the most popular and influential video game franchises ever to the realm of live-action TV. Set in a separate timeline from the previously established canon, the new show takes elements from the games and the Halo books, keeping much the same but reworking some events and plot points to adapt the story for its new medium. From actors gaining weight to play their parts to some of the coolest armors in the show, this and more in today's video. So Halo is finally out, with the second season in the waiting. After 17 years of false starts, numerous failed attempts at feature films, including a Peter Jackson venture, more than 265 drafts, a reported budget of $200 million, and a production schedule in Hungary decimated by the pandemic, we are finally set to see a TV series of the video game Halo. Will it have been worth such perseverance? Quite possibly. Since the release of the first video game in Microsoft's crown jewel franchise, 2001's Halo Combat Evolved, the series has sold more than 81 million games, generating in excess of $6 billion. If a network sticks the landing, a Halo TV show could be a significant weapon in its arsenal. But it's a big if. For the uninitiated, Halo takes place at a time of intergalactic war between humans and a collective of quasi-religious alien species known as the Covenant. The protagonist is Master Chief, or John 117, a 6'10" augmented super soldier, or Spartan in Halo terminology, and the poster boy of the human campaign against the Covenant. Think Hercules reimagined as a space marine. Paramount really needs Halo to do good business. It's the flagship show for Paramount+, the network's new TV subscription service, and will be key to positioning itself as a serious competitor to Netflix, Amazon, et al. Paramount didn't even wait to see the ratings or reviews before commissioning a second season, greenlighting the project in advance of the show's US premiere in March. The reaction from critics so far has been mixed to positive. It currently scores 70% on Rotten Tomatoes, with many accepting that this first season has been as much about laying groundwork for what's to come in Halo's expansive universe. Now, a fun fact, did you know that Master Chief had to gain up to 40 pounds to play his part? John 117 is video game royalty, and the role of playing him has fallen to the 43-year-old Canadian-American actor Pablo Schreiber, best known for his roles in The Wire, Orange is the New Black, American Gods, and Den of Thieves. It's solid casting, and not just because of his 6'4" shredded frame. Schreiber gives the character more complexity and emotional variance than he's afforded in the games. Though he does have one shortcoming: he has never played the game. Preparation for the role was intense. In addition to various boot camps, both for weapons training and brushing up on 2 decades of Halo mythology, Schreiber had to bulk up a lot. Over the past 5 or 6 years, I've put on 30 to 40 pounds of muscle, he says. He dropped back down to 190 pounds, 86 kilograms, after finishing Season 1 of Halo, so that he could play Alan Gore in the recently released true crime series Candy. Now, in preparation for the second season, he's back up to 245 pounds, 111 kilograms. I wanted to push the physicality as far as I could push it for my, genetic limitations. It didn't get any easier in production. He says it was physically difficult for him. Schreiber grew up in British Columbia. The foundations for his acting career were laid by his father, an acting teacher, and his half-brother, Liev Schreiber, who started appearing in films by the time Schreiber hit high school. He eventually moved to New York, by way of Seattle and an acting school in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, to cut his teeth in theater work. Next, let's move on to some of the coolest armors in the series. As every Halo fan knows, armor comes in various shapes, colors, and sizes. One of the exciting aspects of the new TV adaptation is the ways in which the various Mjolnir-powered assault armor, MPAA, has been recreated for the main characters, many of whom comprise the Silver Team, the elite Spartan II military unit led by John 117, aka Chief Master, Pablo Schreiber. But aside from the cool-looking armor worn by the Silver Team, many other characters, including elites, jackals, UNSC officers, insurgents, politicians, and others, wear different types of protective gear that stand out with style and flair in the popular Halo TV series. First, the Silver Team. While each member of the Silver Team has their own distinct MPAA when fighting, it's worth mentioning how much time all of them spend in the badass black armor undersuits on the show. Tactical, practical, sleek, and stealthy as can be, the protective undergarments resemble futuristic wetsuits meant for either land or water. Even during downtime, the team is dressed to kill, with ribbed legs and sleeves, hulking shoulder pads, and a bulletproof vest at the center of the armored ensemble. The black undersuits give the squad a unified look that calls to mind the futuristic foot soldiers from the TMNT franchise. Next, Master Chief. As it should be for the most powerful Halo character, the most striking armor belongs to the Master Chief Petty Officer John 117, the protagonist of the long-running game franchise and its adapted TV series. Many fans were worried about the detailed contours of Master Chief's signature appearance leading up to the show, but have since expressed how perfect Master Chief looks on the show. The only gripe is that Chief hardly wears the armor enough, especially his helmet. Beyond the really cool all-black undersuit the entire team sports, the stunning metallic neon army green design equipped with a fiery orange helmet visor is not only the most striking piece of armor on the show, but it's a faithful representation of the beloved video game character's most evolved MPAA Gen 3 armor. It's everything fans wanted and more. Third is Vanek 134. With a slight variation on the awesome Spartan armor design, Vanek 134, Bentley Kalu, has one of the most imposing protective garments in Halo. With two distinct tubes attached from one pectoral to another and two more that span his shoulders, Vanek 134 requires extra protection as the Silver Team's sub-leader and assault tactician. He almost looks like Darth Vader at certain times. While Vanek 134 trades Master Chief's army green paint for a darker color, the blood mixed with sand and debris on his chest plate gives the character an extra badass appearance. The orange visor is particularly striking, putting him nearly on par with Master Chief's iconic look. Fourth is Riz 028. As Silver Team's chief communications specialist, Riz 028, Natasha Kolzak, sports another piece of awesome, slightly altered Spartan armor on the show. The blazing red color of her facial visor is the first thing that stands out, denoting danger to everyone who spots her on the battlefield. Accentuated by blood-red markings on her back and ribcage, notice the super cool antenna by her ears and the supercharged communication backpack she carries. With a holster on her hip and one of the most detailed and impenetrable helmet designs, Riz 028's armor is not only visually striking, but it's also practical, as can be given her role. Next is Kai 125. The final member of the Silver Team, changed from the Blue Team in the games, includes Kai 125, Kate Kennedy, the skilled sniper who can shoot with great accuracy from long range. She also sports a similar Spartan MPAA suit, but it's the radical blue-green color of her helmet visor that really stands out. While Kai 125's armor seems to feature less color on the body and limbs of her black power suit, the larger, more square-shaped shoulder straps differ from Vanek 134's quite a bit. Also, Kai 125's protective ear guards are rotated 90 degrees from the angle that is aligned on Master Chief's armor, giving her helmet an awesome and unique appearance. Sixth is Soren 066. In Halo, Soren 066, Jude Cujo and Bokeem Woodbine, is a Spartan defector who later leads the insurgents on the rubble. As a teenager, he sports a badass MPAA with a metallic sheen similar to that of RoboCop. As an adult, Soren 066 adds a stylish samurai-style jacket with long coattails that makes him look both ancient and futuristic at once. Both armored outfits are pretty badass. As a youngster, Soren 066's armor features two high shoulder covers that almost resemble a metal life jacket. As he gets older and stronger, he loses the high shoulders, but still retains his exposed red-orange midriff that almost looks like spilled guts, perfect for a traitorous character. Finally, we have Jin and Quan Ha. With the Spartan armor out of the way, it's time to look at the protective outfits worn by some of the other prominent Halo characters. The first two who stand out are Jin, Jiangwan Kong, and Quan Ha, Yeren Ha, the father-daughter insurgents from Madrigal. With fewer resources at their disposal, their low-tech armor is meant to reflect the disadvantages they have on the battlefield. The rudimentary DIY armor Jin and Quan sport consists largely comprised of thick cloth armbands, multiple padded vests, heavy coats to limit bodily damage, and a large backpack to prevent harm from rear sneak attacks. The Bedouin-like appearance is visually striking and thematically important at once. Unfortunately, that is all the time we had for today. Thanks for sticking with us till the end. Make sure to like and follow for more Halo news.